Well, I appear to have had some stream issues. I had OBS set up using the AV1 codec, and apparently my capture card or software, whatever, does not like that. So I've switched back to using the H.264 hardware encoding, and we'll go from there. But yeah, now we're on the lookout for a Mankey, which I still need to check if that is a Fire Red exclusive Pokemon or not. So let me look that up here. Okay, according to SarahB.net, says that Mickey's in here, so we'll go ahead and we'll look for him. Don't think I want one at level 2, though. I know, right? Yeah, it does not like AV1, so I will stick with the H.264 encoding. Or let's see, it looks frozen on my screen again. I hope that's not the case. Nope, okay. It's just the delay when I was just sitting around. Okay. What a great start to the stream. Awesome, good to know. I need to invest in a mic arm, boom stand, whatever it's called. Because right now I just have the mic sitting on my table right in front of me, and unfortunately my smartwatch will ding the bottom of this table, and I'm sure that's picked up by the mic. I can't even remember if I caught that Pikachu or not. I'm so out of it right now. We'll check the Pokedex after. Oh, I can't. Okay. Let me see what I've got. I don't know if this is a fancy mic. It's a Samsung G-Track Pro. You know, it's a USB microphone. And, I mean, you know, it works for what I need it to, but, you know, when I've gone back, listened to some of my streams, like, it's picking up my controller button presses, and, you know, that can be a little bit annoying. I tried to use my headset, and the microphone on it is just very weak. I did a live stream of Guardian War. It like picked up nothing of what I said. So that was fun. You know, also still learning how to balance the volume in OBS. It's not the most clear on what you're going to hear coming out of the microphone versus you know, everything else. So like really the best way is to like just record something and then listen to it and then adjust from there. I'm sure there's a way you can monitor it in real time. I just haven't figured that out. Well, I'm glad it sounds good. I think you can buy these mics now for $100, but I think when I bought it, I paid $130, $140. Yeah, I don't know if I would want to mess with noise canceling software. You know, I try to keep it as simple as possible. The less stuff I have to worry about, the better. I mean, OBS already can be problematic. I mean, I'm glad it exists and I can do what I do, but it's not faultless. You know, Fire Red and Leaf Green were released on Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2. I was hoping that I was going to, you know, maybe get some of those views because other people are streaming it, but they're streaming the Switch version. But that hasn't panned out. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's okay. So what I want to do is get this Kakuna to evolve, although I think I'm already at the 10 or 11 owned. But let's go ahead, let's get that to 12. You know, to be able to get to the Sevi Islands later, you have to have 60 owned, which I probably won't start trying to capture a bunch of Pokemon until much later. Maybe before the Elite Four we'll start doing it. But, you know, getting a little bit of it, because Kakuna, Metapod, they're pretty easy to evolve. And, you know, like I had mentioned last stream, you can catch Weedle, and I can't even remember the name of this one. But, you know, it's really easy to get them from level like 4 or 5 to level 10, and then get 6 entries in your Pokedex, and you can do it right away, and it helps you reach that count of 60. Just out of curiosity though, what noise cancelling software were you using? Oh, I totally forgot to check the Pokedex to see if I got Pikachu. Let me do that after this battle if I remember. Noise Torch. Yeah, being on Linux is definitely different. Wouldn't be surprised if the mic servers do noise cancellation automatically on Windows. I don't know if they would, but hard to say, you know, because none of that stuff's open source, so we wouldn't be able to tell unless you did an A and B comparison. I have my capture card connected to my Mac, and I don't like Mac OS, honestly, but the Mac is the faster of the two computers that I own, so it's the one that I use. I might try streaming on the Windows computer. Maybe I'll try it tomorrow. See if what the other experience is like, but just I know I'll have to re-download OBS and go through probably a ton of Windows updates since I haven't used Windows in a while. Wonder how OBS runs on Linux. Yeah, Discord actually does a really good job with its noise cancellation. You know, I can have my phone ringing, I can have my phone playing music and hold it up to the microphone. And because it recognizes that that's not my voice, it will cancel that noise. It's really crazy how good it is. I made sure, though, for this microphone that I've got the windscreen and I got the pop filter. So I don't have to worry about all those hard P's coming through. Okay. Well, it's good to know. It works good on Linux. I run Linux on my laptop, but I don't have it set up for my desktop computers. TV capture recording. What, like, are you are you recording stuff that's like off of like Netflix or something? Yep, playing via my HDMI modded GameCube, and then I have the GC loader, so it's a optical drive emulator. And with that, I've loaded Gameboy Interface, which is better than the stock disc that you can use with the Gameboy Player. There's a lot less lag and the image quality looks better. Oh, this damn Jigglypuff. But yeah, I had the Game Boy Player back in middle school. It was awesome being able to play Game Boy Advance games on the TV. I was worried because the max resolution that this puts out at is 720 by 480. So, I think about the Switch version, that's probably outputting at 1080p, maybe even higher. And I've seen some people's streams. I notice everybody keeps the image pretty small in their streams. They've got like their face on camera, they've got the comments showing up on screen. Mine is just the max size that you can get out of this. So, I don't know, I think it looks good though. I will go back and I'll watch the the messed up stream that was happening earlier. I am curious how good that AB1 codec looks in comparison. But when I tried to lower some of the settings on it and restart it, it just kept crashing OBS. So once I switched everything back to this hardware accelerated H.264, it's been working just fine. Ooh, time to buy a Magikarp. Yeah, I did tell OBS to output at 1080p. I did a test of, doing 3x2, 720 by 480, and I did it with Pokemon Coliseum. And I watched the streams back for the one that I did at 1080p and the one that I did at, I guess 480p. And I watched them, and, the one that was at 1080p definitely looks better. That wasn't the actual resolution coming out of the GameCube, but that's what we got. I don't know a fighting move yet. One thing also, the colors are probably going to look different in the streams from on Switch. They're definitely more vibrant than mine, but I've got this set up to look more like how it would have looked like on a Game Boy Advance without the backlight. So things are a little bit brighter, not as saturated. No, it doesn't output in widescreen as far as I know. I think after getting the HDMI mod done, it does, because I have to correct the aspect ratio for some games, but for the most part it works fine. I guess it depends, because if you look up, there's some interesting information about 720 by 480. It can be displayed as 4:3 or 16:9 based on how the image is drawn. So I guess technically it could be widescreen, but that's a whole it's a whole can of worms. I was really surprised when I started reading that stuff and trying to figure that out. Let me run, please. I used the M Classic yesterday to upscale the Pokemon Coliseum footage, and it really like squished the image, so I might not use it for the next stream I do for it. I don't know if I'll do it tonight, the Pokemon Coliseum stream, but I definitely will be doing it tomorrow. You know, I used to really love the M Classic, but over time I've just fallen out of love with it. You know, part of me would like to get a Retro Tink 4K, but even the budget one is still really expensive. It's hard for me to justify that. But I have my GameCube HDMI modded, and I have my Wii HDMI modded. And the funny thing is that the reason I have them both HDMI modded is because I play a lot of Phantasy Star Online, episode 1 and 2. And usually I keep the Wii in the living room, and I keep the GameCube in my office. And then it allowed me to, you know, just pull the memory card out of the GameCube and put it into the living room, and then I could play there, and then vice versa. So that was pretty nice. It was definitely less expensive to buy a HDMI modded Wii than when I bought all the parts and stuff to get my GameCube HDMI modded. Yeah, I mean, I have a few videos on my on this YouTube channel, and they're pretty much all just PSO. It's a lot of like capture card tests before I got this Elgato 4K capture card. I was using some like no-name brand $20 capture card, and it helped me learn some of the basics of doing everything. It helped me to learn too that if I have the GameCube output the like full range RGB with the M Classic, everything becomes way too saturated. It's not a good look. Yeah, you can still play it offline, but I do play it online. Someone here in chat, Viewer Reef, I play with him online. Granted, we haven't done it in a while, but there's private servers that you can connect to. Silverant and Stack are the two big ones. But yeah, you're correct. It shut down years ago. Yeah, on console. I play PSO on my GameCube with the broadband adapter, and then I play on my Wii with the USB, like officially licensed Nintendo LAN adapter for the Wii. And you know, it's different when you're playing it on Wii, you know, because for whatever reason Silverant doesn't work very well with Nintendo, so you have to use Devolution for Silverant, and then you can use Nintendo for Stack. But yeah, you're able to play on real hardware. Not only have I played PSO on GameCube and Wii, I've also played it on the original Xbox. But the version on PC, there's two different ones. So there is PSO version 2 that has a PC version, and then there's also Blueburst, which we also call version 4. Yes, you can still go online on the Dreamcast. For Dreamcast, you'd be connecting to Silverant, since for Stack, for whatever reason on Dreamcast, nobody seems to play there. I will say though, if you are looking to play PSO on your Dreamcast, the broadband adapter is pretty expensive. I paid, I think, around $120, $130 for the adapter. But if you do want to play version 2, you could just play the PC version, and you can find out how to set that up on the website PSO Palace. Look at me, I'm chilling for Ive's server. Yeah, so some people also play via. There's like a setup that involves using a Raspberry Pi that fakes a dial-up connection. I hear people have issues with that often. That being said, you can play a lot more Dreamcast games online than if you just have the broadband adapter. Because I think with the broadband adapter, you can only play 3 games online. Whereas if you do the Raspberry Pi method, you have access to more of the library. Actually, I guess now it's 4 games you can play online via the broadband adapter. Somebody made a Minecraft-style game, and with that one, you can go online with the broadband adapter. What is my nature on this Mankey? Let's see. Bashful? So according to this, Bashful raises their special attack and decreases their special attack. So it's a wash. It's not a bad nature. One thing I want to do is not only go heal at the Pokemon Center, but I want to get that... I want to see if that Rattata has the pickup ability, and if it does, then we'll keep him in our party so we can benefit from whatever they pick up. I might, when we get to Cerulean City, I might take advantage of a certain exploit that you can do in the game. So we can get some good money. I know you're not in the US, but I just think, like, if this was the US, they'd be like, alright, pay us, you know, 5,000 Poké Dollars. Oh, he has guts. Okay, so that wouldn't work. Kenai. Early bird. Right. I think Rattata can have pickup as an ability. I don't think Guts is their only ability. Oh, you know what? I forgot to see if I got that Pikachu. Let me see. Meowth is 52, so Pikachu is 25. I did not capture it. You know, with the stream having issues earlier, I must have just you know, lost track of that. Let's see. What was there? I believe pickup is the only way you can get the TM for secret power. Yeah, I saw. Yeah, I didn't see the Pokeball next to Pikachu's name, and that's what clued me into the fact I didn't catch it. Yeah, so when you look through the Pokedex, if there's a Pokeball next to the name of the Pokemon, that means that you caught them. Really? What was the... Wait, 20 years ago? So what, you played the originals, or did you play Gold and Silver? Okay, does Rattata have pickup as an ability? I could have sworn they did. Let's see. Rattata. We'll look at Bulbapedia, the best website ever. Alright, abilities. Runaway or Guts. Oh, so they don't get pickup. Okay. Well, let me deposit him then. Hey, Jer. Welcome to the stream. Well, don't get in trouble from watching from work, but I really do appreciate you watching. And of course, do the like, subscribe, share, all that stuff they tell you to do in like every YouTube video. If you guys want to, I'm not forcing you. But supposedly it helps. Oh, Diamond and Pearl. Yes, we are just old, but you don't have to remind me. Reminded of it every day now because of the physical therapy and, you know, learning that I'm flat-footed. You know, I gotta say, for like Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, that's when the series started to, you know, that's when it fell off for me. I was not a fan of those games as much as Generation 3. Even though they introduced the physical special split, I didn't like, you know, Sinnoh as a region. I didn't really care for a lot of the Pokemon that were introduced. I find the games kind of slow and boring. So, you know, they weren't for me. I played them a lot during the time that I had them. But, you know, when Gold and Silver, or, you know, Soul Silver, Heart Gold came out, you know, I was totally obsessed with those. I, you know, finally could put Diamond, Pearl, Platinum away. Oh, nice. You know, like, I understand where you're coming from with that. But, I mean, if you change too much about a franchise, you're going to lose, you know, some of that core audience. It's a tough spot to be in. That's probably why Coliseum and XD Gale of Darkness didn't do as well, because they made major changes to the way you play the game. Right. Yeah, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't when it comes to this stuff. And, you know, I want to be a game developer in the future, and I'm like, gosh, like, what kind of criticism would my game get? I am really looking forward to when Luke finally finishes Game Gear Studio. Like, I'm still gonna, like, teach myself C, the C programming language, and still, you know, work with DevKit SMS for some things, more than likely, but it depends on how much, how flexible Game Gear Studio is, because if it's flexible enough where I don't have to do a ton of coding, that would be fantastic. Thank you for the sub, by the way. Well, from the conversations that I had with Luke, he really wants to iron out create, you know, making it to where it can make really good platforming games. And then after that, he, you know, would be interested in tackling some of the other types of genres of games. I told him I had an idea for a game that I would like to make in Game Gear Studio that would be similar to Smash TV. Because I was like, okay, if I'm gonna make a game, like my first game that's like my own thing, trying to do a single screen game I think would be good for like a first outing. And I was trying to think of the like style of games that are out there that, you know, are on a single screen, and I was like, well, I could do something like Smash TV, but he doesn't have a like overhead engine just yet. But he said that a lot of the stuff in terms of drawing backgrounds and stuff like that, that's already implemented. So I don't know how he's going to go about, you know, adding these other styles of games that you can make with it, but it's a really exciting time to be a Game Gear fan, knowing that's in the work. If you could make a turn-based style game, I would love to try to make my own type of Pokemon thing for Game Gear, because it's missing that It needs it badly. Oh, I'm running low on potions. Yeah, well, thanks for joining for the time being, and hopefully we'll see you later. It's good to know. Not have any more potions, so I'm thinking we might have to run back to the Pokemon Center. Wait a minute. Did I not pick the TM from? I think there's supposed to be a water gun TM. Well, I need to heal anyway, so might as well check. Gotta love caves. Maybe I'm used to Gen 1, because I think in Gen 1 you get a water gun TM down there. I'm curious if the Switch version has a fast forward feature or not, or if they're also just locked to how fast everything goes in the originals. I know you can get the Aurora ticket and the mystery ticket, but considering they were event items that you had to, you know, transfer to you, I'm curious how they've implemented it into the re-releases, or if you can even do it now. I mean, because now, you know, they can update the games and stuff. Maybe when it has Pokemon Home support, you'll get the tickets then? I wish I knew. Am I going to buy a Switch Lite and a copy of the game to find out? No. Part of me wants to, I just can't afford that. I also don't like the idea of giving Nintendo my money right now. I totally forgot to go and buy potions. There's an escape rope though that'll be coming up, so I can use that. I did not expect the Geodude to live through that. See if Karate Chop does better. Oh, yeah. Maybe Geodude's not heavy enough for low kick to one-shot. But Onyx is. Hopefully. So if I'm gonna go for a mono fighting type team, I'm thinking we've got Mankey, who'll become Primate. We'll have Machamp. We'll have Poliwrath, and then we'll get one of the Hitmons. I know Hitmonchan's not the best in Gen 3, but I just like them more than Hitmonlee. But maybe this time around I'll go for Hitmonlee. Yeah, I've avoided taking damage so far, so maybe I'll luck out and not need to go back to the Pokemon Center. I should have enough power points to where, you know, we can take on all the upcoming trainers without running out of PP. We'll see. That move. Blech. Are you still in here, Rifo? If I try to just use Mankey for Misty, it is going to be challenging. I'm going to try it. Might have to fight Surge first, I don't know. Actually, I don't know if I can. Oh, this is great. Come on, buddy. Please. Yes. Aw, my adorable little pig monkey. Two moonstones. Nice. see if we can catch her. Is poison immune to... Yep. Glad I got the crit though. I need to get Mankey a better normal type attacking move. No! I hope I have antidotes. Now, I think that, you know, people say that Lord Helix is a better Pokemon than Kabutops, but I just prefer the way they look. Freedom! I think there's a berry... Yep, here we go. Accuracy. Well, let me see what the other guy's teaching. Now we are soulmates in the way of kicking. You should run before you're seen by the deluded nitwit who trains only simple punching over there. Wow. Why are you guys, like, lovingly looking into each other's eyes if you can't stand each other? What the heck? Let's fight some of the trainers in Misty's gym and get some of those experience points before we try to tackle fighting Blue. Let's get some potions though. For antidotes, I am sitting at 3 in the bag, 4 in the bag. Didn't even know I had that. Hopefully I don't regret selling that rope later on. Oh, that's not good. Yes. Alright, hopefully this lands. Ah, of course it doesn't. Now I really have to try for this to land. No. think that Goldine knows Peck. I don't think it has the most defense. I think would be good. Let's test it. I wonder why they made her optional. You know, in Gen 1, you like had to fight her. If you tried to get towards Misty, it would trigger her. Oh boy. What is it with everybody knowing Confuse Ray? I don't know if at level 18 that's a good level to try and fight Blue. Might try grinding a little bit. Get to level 19. Just not on them. I mean, I could try it, but their Peck will do a ton of damage. Let's test it. Okay, it's not bad. The mirror match. Wah. So for the Pidgeotto that they're inevitably gonna send out first, save in front of Blue, and then either going to try one of two strategies. We're going to Karate Chop and hope to get a crit, or we're going to hope to land the Mega Kick and hopefully don't get, sanded at all. Because if our accuracy goes down, although, what is Mankey's special? It wasn't Keen Eyes, was it? No, it prevents sleep. Okay. Shucks. It would have been nice if he had Keen Eyes. close. Thank you, Sancher. Also surprising, at level 8, I think he gave more experience than Rotetta at level 12. You know, I haven't seen if in the Switch version of Fire and Leaf Green if it takes that long to save or not. Oh boy. Let me get that rare candy too. I think it's like over here. No? You're gonna make me look for it? There it is. Okay. Save again. Okay, let's do this. Shut your face. What levels your Pidgeotto? Is it 16? 17? Let's try this. No! And I get sanded. Let's do a... Let me see, what is it? Oh, I don't want that. No, what are you doing? Oh, that's right. It's that button combo. Wow, I'm just gonna not land that attack. I'll try one more time. Third time's the charm. Still getting sanded, but hey. Now let's see if we can take it out with a karate chop. Yes. We're gonna have to switch out to get rid of the effects of sand attack. Let's Bring Kangaskhan out so we can get him some experience points when we switch back in. Because this Abra can't do anything to you. Finally learned to move, nice. This should one hit, yep. I have to wonder what lore-wise, what the reason for that Blue decided not to let his Charmander evolve into Charmeleon. Yay, we did it! Take it easy, you won already. Shut your face, dude. Smell you later. Oh yeah, and then he doesn't. Chatty gossip like you. That thing's perfect. I don't need it because I don't give a hoot about others. Alright, this time I really am gone. Smell ya. So annoying. Now it's serious. Alright, lass. Let's see how serious you are. You weren't serious enough. That's how you could lose. Thank goodness he didn't sand attack me. Oh, and intimidate Pokemon. Don't like them. As far as I know, I don't think that there's like an intimidate but for special attack. I don't know if there's anything like that. I had a feeling that was going to happen. I don't think I'll be able to beat this before I get taken out. Yeah. I'm surprised I lived through the first hit of double kick. Okay. So Butterfree just taken out. Alright, now I need to pay attention because after this, I can't just run forward. I need to go back and make sure I get the setup right for this rocket exploit. Oof, that hurt. Okay. So, the idea is that you're going to intentionally lose against the Rocket Grunt, because every time you start the battle with him, he gives you a gold nugget. So what is good to do is to just exhaust the money that you currently have. So I'm going to go to the Poke Center. Let's just buy... I know I sold these earlier, but we'll buy 5 of these. And then we'll put the rest into... Let's see. I don't have any of those. Let's buy some of those. I don't have any of these. Oh, yes, I do. Okay. I'll buy one of those. And then let's just do the rest as... Let's get 3 Pokeballs. Alright, so I'm basically broke now. Now what we want is a pretty worthless Pokemon, but also to deposit most of what we got. So I still have that level 3 Rattata. And you saw the levels of the Pokemon on the bridge, you know, level, I think in the ranges of like 14 to 18. So there's no way this level 3 Rattata is going to do any good. Let me save. Congratulations, you beat our 5 contest trainers. You just earned a fabulous prize. Yep, and his whole join spiel. I was hoping it would just attack right away, but yeah, we can draw this out. Wow, okay. It is a level 3 Rattata, Ekans. Just kill it. Thank you. We hope you excel. Well, thank you, Nurse Joy. So look at our inventory. We've got 1 nugget. And that's the nugget that we got from this Rocket Grunt. Now what would happen is you would defeat the Rocket Grunt, get your nugget, and you know, you'd be good. But because I lost to him, now when we restart the dialogue, he's gonna say the same thing, and it gives me a nugget. It's like this dude has dementia or something. He doesn't remember that he just gave me this nugget and beat me. And I'm totally okay with that. Because we can just keep intentionally losing and building up more nuggets. Is it time consuming and annoying? Yeah. But the nuggets are like 5,000 Pokédollars each. You know, they're worth blacking out a few times here. You think you just get like, you know, getting 5 nuggets is going to give you, what, 25,000 Pokédollars? Or 2,500? Wait, no, 25,000. Yeah. I'm not good at math. And just to confirm, look at our inventory. 2 nuggets. Yeah. I'm not sure how many times I'm going to want to lose to this guy. you know, I'll want to buy Porygon from the Game Corner. That's going to require a lot of money to be spent buying the those things. So might want to lose a bunch. We'll see what my patience is like for this. Because, you know, Ekans doesn't always take you out right away. And, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of just doing something over and over and over again. But I'll try and have some patience here. And if I was feeling really crazy, I could I could do this and get 99 nuggets before I decide to beat this guy. But I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna go that far. But who knows? If you guys wanted me to try for 99 nuggets, I would. But you know, if nobody's clamoring for it, I'm not going to. Wonder at which point I will no longer have money to pay out. Keep saying 48 Poké Dollars. I think I only had 300 and something after we paid for everything. So let's see. So that was nugget number 4. Here's nugget number 5. Like mentioned, this process is tedious and it's not fun. But the reward is worth it. Now, one thing to keep in mind, you want to wait to sell the nuggets. Because the amount that you pay out, I believe, is based on how much money you have. So if you end up just gaining nuggets, selling them, raising how much Poké Dollars you have, I believe you're going to pay out more to the rocket. And then if, you know, you did like I did, where you just bought a bunch of stuff beforehand, you know, you should be pretty set. Maybe I should have said this is the nugget stream. We hope you excel. Thank you. This nurse is like, oh my gosh, this girl just keeps coming back here. What is going on? I'm getting rich. It's an investment strategy. This will be my 7th nugget. Team Rocket is loaded, though. I can keep, you know... They just keep giving me gold nuggets. I mean, they must have a stockpile of them. Giovanni's got bank. Just thinking of him, though, looking over their finances and being like, how did we lose so much gold? Yeah, this girl, she kept trying to battle me with a level 3 Rattata. And I kept giving her a gold nugget every time she tried to fight me again. What? Nugget number 7. How much money do I even have? 14 polka dollars. You'll love to see it. I think that's nugget number 8. So I just paid out my final 14 polka dollars, so I'll be curious if the message about you paid out such and such goes away. At least this game is better than the originals, where if you lost, you would give up half of your money. It was like getting divorced. So nugget number 9. Just drinking some liquid. There's other, you know, money-making things you can do in this game. You know, if you got a Meowth, it knows Payday, you keep that move Payday. Oh, look, yep. It got rid of the message about the paying out polka dollars. But yeah, you know, if you got a Meowth, taught them Payday, had them hold an amulet coin, I believe that helps how much money you would get from Payday, and you know, just have to find people to a random Pokemon to fight and just keep hitting them with it. It's probably not a great money-making strategy either, because it's also tedious, but it's something that's an option. You know, this thing about his overworld sprite is wearing regular clothes, and then when you fight him, he's got the rocket outfit on. I'm like, did you start the battle and was just like, wait, I need a change? The mysteries of Pokemon are vast. If you were looking for an entertaining stream, this isn't it. We're purposely losing over and over again so we can get some gold. Viewer discretion advised. Wow. Okay, so all that took to get 10 nuggets. So here's nugget number 11. This is my Porygon fund and my TM fund. I just have to remember that. It's annoying now to pay off later. I'm curious if anyone else has live streamed and they've like how many nuggets they've decided to go for doing this trick. Nugget 12. Come on, Atkins. Nugget 13. I'll make you an offer you can't refuse. My smartwatch is telling me you've been sitting down too long. I would love to get myself a standing desk if it didn't hurt so much for me to stand for any length of time. And, you know, if I could afford it. kind of nice if Pokemon offered like a forfeit option. Make this process go a little bit quicker. I'm curious, let's do some math here. Let's see. If it's 5,000 Pokédollars per nugget, and if I was crazy enough to want to do 99 of them, that would give me 495,000 Pokédollars. And I'm trying to, I think it's like, is it 50,000 per? I honestly can't remember how the Game Corner works right now. What are we at? This is our 15th nugget. I just want to hit the run button. Let me get my nugget and run. It's hard work. You know, I think the max you can hold is 999,999 Pokédollars. Like, you can't hit 1,000,000, so 495,000, that's almost half. I think I'm just trying to justify in my brain going until I get 99 nuggets. 99 nuggets of gold on the wall, 99 nuggets of gold. Mafia guy gets conned out of gold. That's our headline. I don't even know what nugget I'm on right now. It's like 17, I think. I hope I excel. $18. If anybody watches the VOD after, they're gonna be like, wow, that was a really boring part of the stream. Told you, it's my Porygon fund. The AI can be so dumb in this game. I feel like there was a time that he wrapped me and it one-hit KO'd me, but I kind of wonder if there's like a set stats or not, or maybe it's just the range on the attack power. No idea. Where are we at? 20 nuggets. For some reason I thought we were going to be at like 22. Can't believe I'm still doing this. No, maybe I was wrong about the... I don't know. I'd have to go back and watch the VOD, but... I could have sworn there was a time where he used wrap and it just took me out in one hit. And I don't think it was a crit either. Thanks, girl. I don't know why this Ekans won't just use bite on the first turn. I feel like none of the past like 10 or 12 fights with him has he taken me out with just one hit. $22. And now 23. Dude, just take me out with one hit, please. Please do that. Why? Why must you prolong this? Jerk. Stupid snake. Just do bite on the first turn. So I think it's gonna happen. I will get to 30 nuggets, and then we'll call the stream, and then we'll see if I end up streaming Coliseum later. If I do, it'll probably be either later, or you know, just what happened tonight. We'll really see. Physical therapy was rough today, so I'm very, very sore and very tired. That, or I'll go to 33, because then I'll be at a perfect third of the full amount. I think it'll depend on if this Ekans decided it wants to take me out right away. I'm being lame to get, God, I had a sentence in my head, just totally lost it. But basically, being lame to con the Mafia out of gold. Come on. Why didn't that one hit? Ekans, don't let this level 3 Rattata beat you. That'd be embarrassing. There you go. You know, when you do like link battles and the wireless battles, it will, you know, keep a track of how many wins and losses you have. If it did that for random trainer battles, it would not be doing that. I hate seeing those types of statistics. Where are we at? 26. 27. Here we go. How's he changing his clothes so fast? I mean, I think his overworld sprite isn't even wearing like a jacket or something, so it's not like he's got like, you know, kind of like the stripper clothes where they can just rip them off and there's another outfit or lack of outfit underneath. Now I'm really curious actually if he is wearing anything that would cover his arms. Because with these characters, I mean, you can see on this bug catcher, the arms are uncovered, all of their arm, but his arms are covered, and his sprite has his arms. Oh no, this guy is wearing, okay. But he's not wearing gloves. Where do the gloves come from? Was that Nugget 28, I think? Or 29? I hope it's 29. Yay, did bite right away. Thank you. Thank you, Ekans. You weren't a prick this time. Let's see, so 5 more? I don't do those like retro achievement things, but it would be funny if there's a retro achievement for getting 99 gold nuggets out of this guy. So I think that we just got Nugget 29, I think. Okay, so this is 30. Nice. First round bite. Or first turn bite. This guy's return on investment is terrible. I'm not even paying him out money when I lose to him because I don't have any. It's just like, oh, here's a gold nugget and you're broke when I beat you? What? 30 gold nuggets. But is she satisfied? No, she needs more. There's 31 gold nuggets. Funny, I was like, I'm not gonna go to 99, and I won't do it today, but we're gonna go to 33, and then we're gonna call it for the stream. And when I come back to the stream, we'll see. We'll see if I decide to keep going to get to 99 or not. Like I said, you know, it'll really help when it comes time to buy Porygon. And, you know, some of those TMs, but yeah, it just sucks in the meantime. They're like, shut up, Braylon, you're the one doing this. Stop complaining. I know. I chose to do this. Me. I'm the weirdo. Last one. All right. Last one for the stream. When I stream again, I'm probably going to try for more, but I don't know if the goal will be to get to 99. You know, maybe I'll ask when I start that next stream, like, hey, should I try to go to 99? I'm already at 33. I'm a third of the way there. We'll see. I definitely would need some more engaging conversation, though, to help with the monotony. And to save my thumb from having to constantly press the B button. I feel like even for fast text speed, this is slow. We hope you excel. I hope you excel, Nurse Joy. We've got 33 gold nuggets, a third of the way from 99. And was that fun? No. Is it nice to have? Yes. It's a funny exploit. But we're going to call the stream here, everyone. Let me make sure to save. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you for everyone who turned up, and for those who watched the VOD, thank you for watching. And I'll see you later. Bye.